popular cookie there is out there? If you guessed chocolate chip, you were right. I did an informal poll just by people that I knew, and that was their favorite cookie. So I want to make a classic today. The classic to me is Nestle Toll House. The recipe's on the back of the bag. Anytime you get something, the recipe's on the back of the box of the bag. It's usually pretty good. So we're gonna do that. I'm just gonna tweak it a little bit to make the kind of cooking consistency that I like. And then once you get that down, search other recipes. There's so many chocolate chip cookie recipes out there. You could bake forever. But different add-ins, different things to do. So we're gonna start off with that today. Okay guys, we've got your classic chocolate chip cookies. Nestle, of course. We have 1 cup of butter, 3/4 cups of brown sugar, 3/4 cups of granulated sugar. We're gonna beat that toast creamy. Add our 2 eggs one at a time. Get those incorporated and add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Then blend that all together till it's all nice and fluffy. Then add 2 1/4 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt. I like to add my secret. I know it's going off the Nestle classic recipe, but I don't like flat cookies. I want them to be nice and fluffy, and this will get them nice and fluffy. So I'm gonna get all this going, and I'll stop in between each stage and show you what it looks like. Here is your cookie dough with your sugars and your butter blended together. Now I'm gonna add the 2 eggs one at a time, and then vanilla, and I'll show you what that looks like when I'm done. Here's your cookie dough blended with the added 2 eggs and vanilla. It's all creamy. That looks good. We're gonna add the flour, salt, baking soda now. And the extra 1/4 cup of flour, just because that's how I like it. Okay, your dough's all mixed up. Everything's in it but the chocolate chips. You can add walnuts if you wanted to. Whatever you want, different kinds of chips. These are just Nestle semi-sweet baking chips. That's what I'm going to use, but you can use whatever you like. So I'm gonna stir these in, and then we'll get them trayed on the pan. Okay, everyone, here's our cookie dough. I baked off some test cookies, which you should do every time you bake, just to make sure the cookie's to your liking. I added another 1/4 cup of flour, just to see if it's gonna come out like I like. So I'm gonna bake a few more cookies off and see what they look like and go from there. I'm using the purple scoop to scoop out these cookies. All depends whatever size you want your cookies to be. I like this size. Just scoop them out and make sure your oven's preheated to 375. And these will bake 9 to 11 minutes, depending how big they are. You just check those 2 before you pull them out of the oven. So I'm gonna bake these 3 off first and then see what they look like. All right, guess what? I like the magic number of 1/2 cup extra flour added. So I'm gonna finish scooping these out onto the pan, bake those, and then I will show you the difference of what 1/4 cup added looks like and what 1/2 cup added looks like. We'll do a side-by-side comparison. So we're gonna get these trayed up and in the oven. And difference in the cookie, 1/2 cup extra flour, 1/4 cup extra flour. These are a little flatter, a little fluffier, a little thicker. Delicious either way, so however you like your cookie and the texture.